Welcome back to another Real Talk Reaction. This one's for Only Murders in the Building, Season 2, Episode 10, the season finale. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because you know why. Thank you.
Alright, just one comment from Jeremy from the last episode saying great reaction. This was a great episode. The writing in this show is fantastic. I love that everyone had their moments of getting answers and issues figured out in this episode. First with Oliver and his answers about his son. I liked his moment with Teddy in this episode. This show does character development so well. We had Teddy who, like I said before, almost seemed cartoonishly evil in the first season. Now sitting and having drinks with Oliver, trying to tell him that he was a good father. The characters have come so far in this show. Then we had Charles finding the missing artist and finding out who his father really was. Finally, we had Mabel getting her answers from the detective and figuring out everything about canning. Interestingly, when I was watching this show, I said at one point near the beginning of the season when Cinda was doing the podcast, Only Murders in the Building, about them, I wondered if Cinda was doing this just to make a podcast. Then I said, no, murdering someone to make a podcast. I'm probably wrong. Then this episode happened. Well, I guess you were on the right track. I didn't have any inklings. All right, let's see how they wrap up Season 2 right now.
Before I became one of the most talked about people in the country,
Here we go.
Becky Butler, I had a pretty ordinary life. Ordinary, that is, if you assume most ordinary people are pretty miserable. Which I assume was a pretty safe assumption. Podcast. It's about a young woman in Oklahoma. She disappeared.
A lot of girls disappear, Poppy.
Yeah, but, she was being harassed by the mayor of a small town, and his campaign slogan was, "It's all gonna be okay." Okay as in Oklahoma, and I thought All Is Not Okay in Oklahoma would be a good title for a podcast.
Damn, she came up with the name of the podcast.
I like your style. Missing or dead?
Excuse me?
The girl.
Missing.
Well, let's hope she's dead. For her to even have a chance, I'd really need her dead. Ideally murdered. Oh, and by that mayor, that would be amazing. I'm sorry, what exactly do you want?
I would like a job, Miss Canning.
So when I discovered Becky Butler's disappearance, I just knew that I had to cover it. Never did I think it would become such a sensation.
Yeah, see,
But
she
a lot of
her
the credit
title,
really
which
has
is
to
the
go
same thing she did for the second podcast.
Yes. It's in the...
Turkey sandwich, no lettuce, no tomato, no bread, just some turkey on tin foil, and a little bread on the side. Where was I? Oh, I find the term genius to be reductive.
The answer, as it turned out,
Men are the only shitty bosses, babe.
We are all Tim Kono. Are people really listening to this insipid shit? I need a new Oklahoma. I will not be the one-hit wonder of true crime podcasts, Poppy. I won't. I will not be podcast Nickelback.
Have you given any thought to my idea about Rose Cooper? That artist who went missing years ago?
Art?
Oh my God.
Poppy, really?
That's fucking...
You know what rhymes with art?
Smart.
Fart. As in, no one gives a flying fart. I need something with famous people and blood and ideally a hot girl with a great rap. God, I need a murder. A good one. And I'm tired of waiting for one to fall into my lap. God, you're useless. Fine, I will make this happen all on my fucking own.
So Poppy is Becky Butler.
Yes, which means Cinda sent a mayor to prison for killing someone she knew was still alive.
And now she's trying to top herself by sending
they
us to
married
prison
her?
for a murder she committed.
God, is she good. What? This is so audacious, you know? I wish I thought of it. Really.
But they didn't show us where she said that she was Becky, though. That she told Cinda that she
I
was
don't
Becky.
Yeah,
blame
they
the
showed
player.
that.
Blame the game, bruh.
No, don't do that.
Bro.
She was right in front of us all along.
The storyteller artist framing us to get the hell out of her podcast lane.
But now how do we get her?
It's not going to be easy.
But I have a plan.
Ooh,
But I'm sorry. I thought a plan would come to me in that moment, but no, nothing.
Nothing popped up for me.
Although,
Oh, no.
Okay, we have a tab on Oklahoma, but on Bunny's murder?
well, we know she's working with Detective Krebs.
How does 14 Savage relate to Cinda?
we still have the knife. And Detective Williams is running forensics. We just reach out to her. If Cinda's DNA is on that knife, it's game over.
Okay, I'm gonna text Detective Williams.
We find ourselves up against a very talented storyteller and a very mediocre cop. But how do we outwit them?
We need a confession.
From Cinda Canning? How do you propose we get that?
Torture? Can we torture her? Charles, get your concertina and whatever you consider your 10 most interesting stories.
Let me just muse on that.
Jeez, on that.
That would be
we need
torture.
to unravel Cinda like a oh jeez. What's the thing that unravels? No, we just need to find the thing that unravels Cinda so she slips up and reveals herself as a killer.
Oh, that's good.
What's the one thing we know drives Cinda crazy?
A sweater.
A sweater drives Cinda crazy?
No. A sweater unravels. You're trying to keep up.
Right,
with
right.
Unravels.
Poppy, her assistant, who drives her crazy.
No, that's the word I was looking for. Unravels like a mystery.
No, I like sweater best.
We're still going back. We're trying to get
Your
this.
sister
Have both of you had strokes or have I?
God, this is really not feeling like a finale yet.
I love when they do that shit. They did that so good this season. God, this is really not feeling like a finale.
For Becky or Poppy? Or would you prefer Bobby, which has a certain je ne sais quoi?
I can't do this.
Oliver, what did we agree on?
You and Charles do the talking.
Okay. We know you work for Cinda. Mabel has explained how complicated
You
that
can
is.
just cut to it.
How can we get Cinda to crumble and cave like a crumbling cave?
Excuse me.
How do we get Cinda to confess?
She'd never. Are you serious?
You must know things that upset her, that might make her feel vulnerable.
I mean, sure. Human error, interruption, people who work for her but don't look like her.
Yeah, we noticed that one.
Are there things that disturb her, that might break down her defenses?
She does not like the inside of a tomato.
Oh, I can see that. I'm terrified by tomatoes. And the inside of them? Ugh, awful.
What are you talking about,
Something we can
Oliver?
work with.
Is it though? What are we gonna invite Cinda over and make her a salad?
Oh, this one's weird.
The tomato was normal?
She's very afraid of slow motion.
I'm sorry?
I went to a Super Bowl party with Cinda, and every time there was an instant replay, I saw her shiver and then start to faint and then cry a little bit.
Over the slow motion?
Slow motion, she does not like it.
What the fuck?
So she's a true
What if we just
psychopath.
slowly
Hello,
walk
She's
towards
a
What can I
true
get for you
psychopath.
Oh no, it's Cinda. The finale of Only Murderers is dropping tomorrow. Can I get a liverwurst and marmalade sandwich to go? Hi Cinda, I'm sorry, I'm on my way back.
Liverwurst and marmalade?
Oh my God.
It's horrible.
Liverwurst and marmalade, is that a thing?
It's the owner's sister's favorite sandwich. Bonnie was so disgusted we had it on the menu. She called it freak food.
Hardly bring
the
a bun
owner's
of that
sister's
one.
favorite food. Is that a clue?
Guys,
English muffin coming right up.
it's Detective Williams.
Cinda's dropping the finale. Not hard to guess who she's going to name as the killer.
We're fucked. We have got to put Cinda away
We
today.
need to rally our resources.
Right, that's right. Hey, did Ivan ever take our order?
Oliver, we need a plan.
I agree. We also need to eat.
I agree.
What'd she say? Did Williams get any info off that night?
Yeah, she did.
My DNA.
Guys, I think I know what 14 Savage means.
Could you tell us?
Why are we here? I'm organizing the estate sale, but it's making me very sad. All her plants are dying, and why is that damn bird back?
That shady email just said be at Bunny's at 7 if you love good theater and or want to be part of history.
Cake. The email said cake would be provided. Cheap fucks.
Am I dressed appropriately? It's really hard to know what to wear to a killer reveal party.
Yeah, killer reveal party meaning a party where a killer is revealed, or a reveal party that's killer in nature.
I don't know, Jonathan. Just be hot, okay?
Just be
Just
hot.
be hot.
To the show that's about to end, where we have figured out how to extinguish the big, beautiful flame of our beloved Bunny Fulcher.
All right, so who did it?
Who did it? Who did it?
I'm gonna strangle that bird.
You think we're just gonna tell you?
Kind of felt like that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why else am I here?
Don't we kind of have to tell them if they're going to be part of it?
Must you poop on every party, Charles? Can't we have a little dramatic tension here?
Oliver, she's gonna be here in an hour. Just move it along.
Maybe we can do this production fast or we can do it well. What would you prefer?
Fast. Do it fast.
Well, then I will not take responsibility for the reviews. All right, okay. First question.
I won't take
Who here
responsibility.
has had any theater training?
Well,
I mean, shit, you were incredible. You are one hell of an investigator.
I like the
I could
back.
use someone like you on my staff. I mean, hell.
Fleeing the crime scene.
It's not a crime to be allergic to rancid bird molting. And what, you're gonna believe some young girl that's hiding in your walls?
How'd you know?
Only the killer could have known there was a girl hiding in the walls that night.
Her name is Lucy.
And yours is Becky.
Who told you that?
We did.
Shit! He did the old song. Old song one.
Instead, it's all theater.
We've been on to you since this afternoon.
We all have.
Holy shit!
I don't understand what's happening.
It's over, kiddo. I know the game you played with me in Oklahoma, and they know the game you played with them in this overpriced building.
And I only real thinking once. The other times, we're acting.
Nice. Go ahead, Howard.
I just wanted to make a good podcast. I just wanted Cinda to notice me. Things went wrong right from the start. Right from that night that I texted you to
Never
get
actually
out
connection.
and you came back to your apartment. How did you figure it out?
It's Detective Williams. Hang on. Hey.
Hey, so I got DNA off the murder weapon, saliva. But get this, it belongs to a dead girl from way the hell out of state.
Becky.
I'm gonna guess. Oklahoma.
How the hell did you know that?
I think I know what 14 Savage means.
Oh, there you go.
Sandwich.
14 sandwich, liverwurst and marmalade to go.
That's me.
Liverwurst and marmalade.
She didn't say savage. She said 14 sandwich.
The thing is, before I became one of the most talked about people in the country, I had a pretty ordinary life. Ordinary, that is, if you assume most ordinary people are pretty miserable. Which I assume is a pretty safe assumption.
Oh, so she had nothing to do with it.
Nah, she was just in on it.
She acted
the
really
paint
good.
stuff. Oh, yeah, she
Yeah.
Yeah, your ass arrested too. But how is Tina Fey not arrested?
Once Becky
because she
thought
used the
found a
information
way
to make a
use her
podcast?
own story to get a job with her hero, Cinda Canning.
What exactly do you want?
I would like a job, Miss Kenny.
She thought she'd be home free.
She even found someone that was willing to help her. Though at first, like so many things that go bad, it was just about love.
So she went the extra mile and plotted a bigger New York story.
Yes, you can. She's old and mean. You deserve this. We both do. We get to be famous. I get a promotion. And we get to move out of this sweaty shit box. Yes. You got this.
You deserve it. You deserve it. Oh, did I tell you about the secret passageways I found?
What?
Both you. And with that, another mystery solved. So one last time, for only murders in the building,
And for only murderers in the building,
I'm Oliver Putnam.
I'm Mabel Moore.
and I'm Charles Hayden Savage.
and Cinda Canning. Thanks again to our sponsor, Gut Milk Light. It's got all the flavor of gut milk and none of the unexplained crunch.
The unexplained crunch.
2 murders back to back.
Gut milk
Now we
light.
can start talking to each other like people and not just about murders.
Right.
What are we talking about?
Hey, where's your wheelchair?
Didn't you read the stage directions?
No, I won't like.
Charles, your test scores are off the charts. The network wants you out of the wheelchair immediately, and your dementia is in remish.
Hallelujah!
TV
Nice,
shit.
you got de-dimension.
Thanks, Blue.
Last month.
Welcome back.
Y'all need to go on a
the
date.
world of the upright.
Thanks, Joy.
Looking good, Charlie.
Hey, Joy.
Yeah. Are you asking me out on a date? For when? Are you suggesting tonight?
Yes.
Oh, Charlie. Finally, you got it out.
That's cute.
I'm doing it. You're actually renovating. Well, it is about time. And does this become inspiration into a new design? And do what? No. But if you could grab a roller and help, please.
Good ass thick paint right there. One way. See that?
Who are we kidding? Just take it home.
Well, I guess just to get out of the way, you never did. Oh, it's Donna, producer. Hey, Donna. To what do I owe this? No, I know, I actually do owe you a lot of money, but is that it? Is that where you're calling? Oh, really? What, did the director fall out or something? Broadway. It opens in a year. Well, yes, I think I would be perfect for that. And who's the star? Really? Ben? Everyone gets over my jitters. I can talk you through it.
I'm good.
Oh my god!
Ben Glenroy.
Hey, look, I'm good, okay? I'm gonna rock this place. It's the other guy you need to talk to. Fuck back.
No, so I did talk to him.
Did he apologize?
Well, a lot has gone on, but look, this is what I suggest. Use it, okay? Let the tension seep in between you two tonight as a color.
Okay, so, then I can kill him. Because I just might, Oliver. I'm warning you.
Oh, no, see, now that is an interesting color.
License! Break like that.
That's a pretty good option, too.
Oh, well, anyway, okay, so I just... Fun out.
Nah.
Oh my god.
Good luck tonight.
He's the other guy?
Thanks.
Good luck is a curse in the theater.
I know that. Well, you don't think that I know that? I just didn't mention it to be polite to you, you piece of shit.
Hey. We got 2.5 hours to get through. If I can do it, you can too.
I'm the pro here. Alright, you don't have to worry about me.
Be smart. Stay away from her.
Why? What are you gonna do?
Ben, I know what you did.
Stay away from who? Mabel?
I can't believe it. Right? What a year, huh? Yeah. Well, any year without a murder is a good one in my book.
Right, it's gone a whole year without a murder, baby.
Fasten your seatbelt.
Until now.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
He's gonna be down on the stage, baby.
Yeah. Oh, really?
turned me into a creature of the night? Let me tell you. A creep.
He got poisoned.
Let me.
Is he bleeding?
Somebody! Anybody! He's not moving!
The heroes are called to action again.
Paul Rudd just to come on stage and die.
Gotta be fucking kidding.
Right. You gotta be fucking kidding.
Nice setup for season 3.
Right, that was the conclusion of Only Murders in the Building. And hey, what a great way to go out on there. I love the clue aspect, you know, when everybody come into the room, the classic, and we just talk about it and we figure out it was you. But then they add the twist on there that nope, it was actually you. And we knew that you did it. We just wanted to set this up with the old Saw trope on there, where Savage pretending like he was dead and then got up on there. So I thought that worked out great. I love how they wrapped up all the storylines. They got it all together. It was still very clever and funny. So this was an enjoyable season right here and a good ending. They did not lack off or slack off at the end on the reveal. So it all worked for sure. And then a year later, we got another murder, but it's in a different building. It's at the stage with Paul Rudd coming through. And so we'll see more of him because we're going to have backstory.
Right.
What led up to it. And so he'll be back on there for sure. And then whoever else they bring on to get this thing popping. And we off to a season 3. So cannot wait to see it.
I think it's fantastic. And I think it speaks to how popular the show is and how well crafted it is that they were like, we can bring in, I mean, they brought Tina Fey into season 2, which is a big thing. But Paul Rudd, the dynamic of Paul Rudd in a room with Oliver and Charles, I'm going to die. I'm going to lose it. I cannot wait. Which I don't know. I mean, yes, they will, because he was a director. So anyhow, it's difficult not to speak about the ending because I'm so excited about a season 3 setup. But going back to the beginning, one, I love the opening sequence with them not being on the same page, specifically Charles and Oliver, while Mabel was trying to get them to focus, and Oliver's line about, this doesn't feel like a season ending. It was just so good. They've done that so well, those meta-type comments as far as like addressing the season 2 and all of that throughout this season, which I thought was so well crafted. It didn't come across as corny at all, which is difficult because some of those jokes would easily not land if they weren't delivered correctly. Yeah. And the fact that Oliver did the majority, if not all of those lines, I think really speaks to what he's able to deliver with that, and how much more time they gave him this season too, which I think elevated this season as well. As far as the reveal, one, I almost died with the slow-mo torture and the tomato torture. That was brilliant and one of the greatest things I've seen of all time. And the fact that all of them got into it was so great. I lost it. I love that so much. And Tina Fey being able to actually believably pull off that she was completely creeped out and about to pass out was so fantastic. Yeah. I loved it so much. I got totally tricked as far as thinking the artist was in on it again, so got me completely. Loved the fact that she pulled that shit off so well. Yeah. Like, it felt like she stabbed Charles. I believed it. I had no inkling of any...
I thought that was it.
Yeah, I thought that was it for sure. I was like, this got dark really fast. So that was fantastic. To your point, love though that they used the Saw twist for him to get up out of the covers or under the blanket. I thought that was great. And ultimately, that they got Sidney Kading and all of them were on Poppy's rate or knew what she was doing the entire time was just really great. And it took me a minute to like catch up. I was like, I hope the rest of it's revealed. But then it's revealed that she was the one that was actually dating the cop. So that's how everything came together. But really smart, very cleverly written. The fact that they were able to pull off such a big reveal at literally the very end, again, speaks to how well crafted this show is. And I loved every second of it. I think it was a phenomenal season 2. I think it's elevated because of how much they spent time in building out some of the other characters beyond our main crew. Yeah. And they really made, at the end, everybody in the building feel like family. They all came together. I thought it was very served well as far as them all coming together to find out who Bunny's killer was. So it just made for a very good realization of where we were in season 1 to season 2. It does feel like season 3 is gonna move beyond the building. So how is that? Is it gonna feel too different? Is it gonna feel new? Like, are they gonna be able to keep that same magic? I'm very curious to find out, but absolutely love this finale, love season 2, and excited to see where we go in season 3.
Alright, well look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Only Murders in the Building Season 2, Episode 10. And until next time, peace.